Hi everyone, it's Blue here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about laughing at myself and trying to get things done because I can't do nothing but laugh at myself. So, if you want to stay tuned for this speed paint and my explanation process through it while I'm cracking up about trying to record this whole thing, stay tuned. So, for today's video, I'm going to be explaining my drawing process for my continuation of my fruit themed character series. So, I'll be drawing for you today my kiwi boy and my blueberry girl. And I'll be starting off the video with my kiwi boy speed paint and explaining that whole thing. So, if you'll look here, you'll see that first off, my program that I'm using is Clip Studio Paint. I really love Clip Studio Paint's interface. It's very easy and simple to use. And you can advance more with it because they have so many features to offer. So with Clip Studio Paint, the first thing I do is insert a 3D model to use for my poses. And Clip Studio Paint offers this in their program. It's a 3D model. You literally drag it, put it in, and you fidget it around with the little separate body parts and like the arms and the feet. It was actually very difficult for me to learn how to use at first, but you literally are just fidgeting around with it for a little bit here and there until you get the pose that you want. So that's what I was doing. I didn't really know what kind of pose I wanted to go for when I was drawing this character, but I knew I wanted this character to be male. And funny thing, I don't normally draw male characters, so this was very difficult for me in trying to like figure out the pose, because I don't feel like you can pose men in like men figures in so many poses without it just not looking right in my mind. So I struggled with that, trying to pose the character, but I eventually found a pose that I came to like. And it was like, as you can see, this arm pose where it's just this regular stance. When I decided to design this character themed around like the kiwi color scheme, so it's simply just green and brown. And one way I go about designing or like finding inspiration for my drawings is Pinterest. And I said this in my last video when I was doing my strawberry girl. So I went through and I found a lot of different outfit themes around like browns and greens and kind of going into like the deep foresty green colors and stuff like that. So that was interesting. And I also had to look up reference photos to draw like male faces and male hairstyles because I wasn't really sure. As I said, I don't normally draw male characters. For some reason, I just struggle with like male-based anatomy characters. No matter how much I practice, it always does not turn out the way I want it to look in my head. So I can't do nothing but laugh. But I did it, and I'm proud of myself because I did it. So stick around for that as I go through trying to pose this character. After I'm done deciding the pose that I want the character to be in, I go into my layers and I lighten that base, lighten the model for myself after I rasterize it and get it to stay on the page. And simply, when I'm doing my sketches, I draw in blue and red first so that I can kind of map out where I want everything to be. You'll see here that I actually took the blue in my with the program and sketched out the form a little bit more the way that I wanted it to be. So I can still like get my hand to practice the movement of sketching out the body so I can break away from using models in the future. There is nothing wrong with using models or reference photos, just to let you all know. So, do what you got to do to learn. And using the 3D model references like in the program have been really helpful for me when trying to like put my idea or like envision the pose that I want. So as you see, I take the blue pen and I use the blue pencil in Clip Studio Paint to sketch over the figure after I've gotten it posed. And after that, I switch between Pinterest and Clip Studio Paint to kind of get an idea of what outfit I want my character to wear. And if you have, most computers have it now where you can have split screens. So you'll see that I split the screen so I can still have my reference photos up while I'm drawing. And when I was trying to design the outfit for the Kiwi boy, it's really difficult. Again, because I don't draw guys. I don't know, like, drawing male clothes in like the way that they're supposed to look on the male body. It's difficult for me. Like, that's my learning curve that I'm trying to get over. So I really found the aesthetic that I like with just, the turtleneck-ish coat and like cargo pants. And that's essentially what I ended up going with designing the clothes. So I decided to go with more baggy outfits because I'm kind of used to drawing that on some of my female characters. And I also like I don't know what the style is called, but like that baggy fall kind of look that you see some guys wearing. So that's what I went with my Kiwi boy. And you'll see in the video that I actually had a hard time deciding on what to do with the hair. So I gave him a hat. And at first the hat was going to be like, I can't remember what the thing is called, but like the flat round hats. And then I just changed my mind. I was like, it'll look better with a beanie. That way it can give like a fall theme, like cozy sweater theme. So that's what I did with my Kiwi boy. And for the color palette, it was pretty simple. Like I said, I was going based off of a Kiwi color scheme. So greens and browns, shades of greens and browns. And that's where I didn't want the colors to mesh. So kind of struggled with, getting the green in there somewhere, but like making it look like Kiwi-ish, if that makes sense. So you got the green in the middle with the turtleneck, and then the brown surrounding the Kiwi part with the jacket, the hat, and the pants. So that's how I came to draw my Kiwi boy. So after my Kiwi boy, I went back to what I know, which is drawing female themed characters. And this led me to draw my blueberry girl in my series for my fruit themed, color palette themed characters. So with my blueberry girl, I kind of wanted to emulate the roundness of a blueberry without, making the whole character round. Like, love my thick characters, don't get me wrong, but I wanted to draw something more cutesy with this character. So once again, I used my 3D models in my Clip Studio Paint program, and I made it like a short ball gown poofy dress, but not really ball gown. Like, it's hard to explain, but I gave it this roundness when I was planning out the sketch. And with these fruit themed characters, I feel like the color palettes really push me out of my comfort zone because there's not much color to it. You have, with the strawberry girl, I could do reds and pinks and, greens and here and there. And then with the Kiwi boy, it was literally only browns and greens. And then blueberry girl is all blue. It's just a blueberry. So with that, I just really wanted to go into detail with the dress specifically when I was designing this character to make it pretty much the focal point with it being themed after blueberries. And I went with, a lighter skin tone to complement the more bolder colors with the blue and eventually the hair color I chose, which was black. So it gave it like this really porcelain doll kind of feel to it, but very carefree. like me. And that was the other thing with my Blueberry Girl. Like my whole thing, like that's my aesthetic, being blue, baby blue. And so I really enjoyed when I was designing the little details for this character, because I don't normally go into a lot of detail with my drawings. And push me out of my comfort zone, not only trying to use variations of the colors. Some people are like, oh, monochromatic is so easy, da 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 da. I'm like, no, it's not, because I have to like re-trick my brain into shading and lighting with only those shades, and not trying to like skim past with like blacks and whites. So I enjoyed the whole process of drawing both of these characters. And I want to practice more with going in the explanation in depths with the shapes, and building like out different forms and contours. So if anybody wants more detailed videos about that, definitely let me know so I can practice that a little bit more. But overall, I enjoyed drawing my kiwi boy and my blueberry girl, and I hope you all enjoyed the drawing process as well. And I'll let the video play out a little bit more with the speed paints, so please enjoy. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you feel like it, drop a blue heart emoji in the comment section to let me know you made it to the end. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.